Fall has arrived in the Northeast and the weather has been absolutely beautiful. Last weekend, my family and I had a wonderful country weekend. We started off at a school fundraiser in a parking lot where all the kids got to see the trucks. Then, when my daughter went down for her nap time, I got to work making some great fall food. Squash is one of my favorite fall foods, especially acorn squash. I love to roast it until it's very tender and sweet. I like to do it all during nap time and then reheat it at dinner. This makes it so much easier than letting it roast for an hour at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. To sweeten my acorn squash, I like to use maple syrup because it's a natural sugar. To start off doing this, I cut 2 acorn squash in half, and I scoop out the seeds and the stringy insides until the cavity is entirely smooth. Scooping out the seeds is a lot easier if you use a serrated spoon like a grapefruit spoon or a sharp knife. But watch your fingers! Melt the butter in a bowl and then add the maple syrup. I like to use Vermont maple syrup that I get for Christmas every year from my in-laws. It is my favorite brand and I use it for only those special dishes. Then stir the mixture vigorously until it's completely incorporated. Place the squash in a baking dish and coat it liberally with the butter and syrup mixture. Really go to town, and whatever is left over that is not on the outside of the squash, put inside the cavities. You can't have too much maple syrup. It's going to caramelize on the outside and make everything sweet and tasty. Once the maple syrup and butter is all applied, sprinkle it with some kosher salt. This is always great for flavor, even in roasted vegetables. When the oven is preheated, put your baking dish in and let it go for an hour. I use this time to do a couple other projects which I'm going to tell you about next week. The whole house will smell amazing by the time the squash is finished roasting. Remove it from the oven and let it come to room temperature. Then you can just reheat it when you're ready to eat. Or if you're not going to eat for a while, put it in the fridge and let it cool down. Either way, it will be delicious. I'm Kelsey the Naptime Chef. Happy fall!